So, for this video, I just decided I kind of want to record myself going through the process of preparing geometry for my Strife RTX project that I'm doing. And we're skipping ahead a little bit in this. I will show that part though, because it's pretty simple. So, to get a map, just load up a program called Ultimate Doom Builder, load up the WAD file, and you have map. Pretty easy. And you go export, OBJ, put it in the folder you want. I use a scale of 2, and you export the textures. Once you do that, you're good to go. And I use Cinema 4D for my 3D editing stuff. And let's say I want this bit of grass right here, just this little section. So we do it the hard way. Let's pick all the polygons. I could use the selection tool thing, but I don't know. I find it, therapeutic to go through and manually click on each polygon face because I'm weird. It's like, yeah. Sometimes the Cinema 4D camera gets a little wonky. There's weird things about the camera control in this program, but it's better than a lot of the alternatives out there, I found. At least I know how to use it better than every other alternative. This program, Blender, I've never liked. I've downloaded and tried out Maya and a whole bunch of other things, and I just like this. Anyway, so we got this grass all selected. I'm not seeing any missing bits. Good. So now we use clone split that detaches it from the geometry. We go down, we move that detached bit all the way up. And then I like to hide everything else. So now we're just working with this bit right here. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to, nope, not optimize. We're going to cut, untriangulate with create endgons enabled, because this lets us see something about how the geometry is constructed here. This bit right here isn't actually connected, or else it would have, because, an n-gon is a however many side you need polygon. N, it's a variable. So we have to figure out why this isn't connected, because that shouldn't be like that. So let's retriangulate it and select, deselect. So let's figure out this bit right here. What's weird going on here? I'm in edge mode right now because I'm an edgelord. And we're looking around for edges that are doing weird things first, because there might be. Usually what ends up happening is you'll have an edge that overlaps another edge, and that edge goes a little bit further, if that makes any sense. It'll, like, instead of going, let me turn off textures. Instead of going from like here to here, here to here, you might have an edge that goes from here to here and overlaps that for some weird reason. And that happens sometimes. But I'm not seeing anything weird, so I'm going to get a little destructive on it. I'm going to delete that. And we're going to use the polygon pen. And we're just going to redraw that. Doesn't matter what direction you do it. I mean, sometimes it does. I will say, like, if you do it the wrong way, sometimes the normal faces the wrong way. It's weird. Things are weird in the 3D world. So there you go. Just redrawing that line, that edge, made this all a singular engon, which is good. Now we're going to do another little thing. We're going to go around and we're going to look at all of the vertices of this. And I'm going to see if there's any redundant vertices. Meaning, like sometimes, yeah, like right here. Here's a good example. So right here, we have vertice, 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 vertex, vertice, whatever. This doesn't need to be here. So just get rid of that. That's redundant. And then the optimize feature won't actually get rid of that for whatever reason. There's a lot of the optimization or automatic things don't help with these kind of problems. Anyway, so we did that, and now we can triangulate it. So this is what's going to be exported. This is all good. And it's only one material. So we're going to go to the UV editor. I'm going to pick the grass, UV mesh, UV polygons. Control A while your mouse is over here, because the mouse is context sensitive. Whatever it's overlaying is what your keyboard commands are going to be doing, which sometimes a little annoying. Then we're going to make an optimal mapping using cubic, and you can see everything seems to be contiguous. I like that word. It's a fun word. So we're good there. And that does, when I re-enable materials, that does screw up with the original material the way that was placed. Because I don't know how Doom engine games do things sometimes. They don't. Well, it doesn't use UVs. I think that's pretty evident. It doesn't use UVs. It just kind of tiles things in a way. So we got that right. So we're going to export that as an FBX using these settings. Click OK. We got map 2. Let's start here. Grass _1. Simple enough. And grass _1.fbx. So we got that. Let's just save that project file. And now, yeah, let's open Quixel Mixer first, because I have a grass texture in there that I could use. Yeah, I know, you're fine. Did I ever? No, well, let's just manually figure things out. Let's call this grass. Got grassy soil right here. And we're not going to use this to texture this, I don't think. Well, let's see what happens. So you could go to model settings, custom mesh, and you could load in a mesh. And you could see this is what happens when you export from a Doom engine. See, there's the origin. Here's the geometry. So that's always fun. Let's get over here. Yeah. Okay. There you go. And for whatever reason, I'm not seeing it. There you go. I guess that had a reason to be annoying with me. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we got this grass texture here. It seems to work pretty good the way it Quixel Mixer is applying it. But Let's show an explorer. So we have that. We will save this for now in case I need to go back to it and use the way that is tiling and applying the texture. This is going to quit. It takes a while to quit. Anyway, open up Substance Painter. Make it new. Select maps, map 02, grass 1, grass 1. We're not using this to unwrap it because we already made the UVs. Document resolution 4K. And there we go. We got that little patch of grass. I do this. I don't know if I need to do this already. Well, I have a whatever it's called. What is it? A template, material, project template thing already for the channels that I use for the texture. I have to update it though because I want precision, and the last change that I made was displacement height being linear 32 float and normal being RGB 32 float. But now I'm just making everything the highest precision. Just, I don't even know if it helps anything, but those do help things. Making your height, your displacement, and your normal map the highest precision will get rid of banding issues because reasons. So let's take, we don't need all of these. I'm not going to use all of them. That doesn't matter. Let's just put them all in here anyway. So import it. And we have base color. Let's just put the base color on for now. So we got that. Let's make this a triplanar. And like 3. 3 look good. It doesn't look bad. Honestly, it'll do for now. And it tiles pretty good. That's a pretty good texture, the way that tiles. Let's change some of the settings here. Make the environment visible. Let's rotate it. Get some sun in there. There we go. So right now, we just have base color on there, so we can't really see it. So let's get the displacement. Make that linear manually. The height. Ooh, look at that. That linear. We don't have any metallic. We have gloss. We don't use gloss. We got normal. And what Substance Painter does is when you have a height in your channels, it will, what's a good way to put it? It will apply it the same way it kind of applies the normal map. So this might not look the way it'll look in Engine. We don't use the displacement and height, but I still have the channels in there because I want to export them just in case I might use them later. So put roughness in there, put specular in there, and looking pretty good. We have AO. See what that does. Pretty subtle, but it does a thing. Makes shadows look a little bit better. And we could go a little deeper here. I like to put a height to normal map without overwriting the existing normal. Put that up all the way to 1,000, that up to 5. And then I like to do a horizon-based ambient occlusion. Put that up to 1.5. And let's take a look at how the ambient occlusion is looking right now. So without that on, we have that. With it on, we just have a little bit more. But that seems to override the generated one. I actually think I'm not going to use the HBAO on the Quixel mixer textures. I'm not. I kind of like what they pre-generated. Probably because that's like real, if that makes any sense. What is real? So I got all that. We have the texture set up correctly. That's on 4K. So we export the mesh. That in the right folder. This is grass 1. And I use GLTF. I like that format. It's good for the final delivery to Unreal Engine. We save the Substance Painter project. Give it a second to save. And then we export the textures. Put that there. And new export preset based on template. Dilation plus transparent. And here's the template. We have a normal map, which exports RGB 16-bit PNG. We have specular roughness and metallic, going RGB, specular roughness, metallic, and that's an 8-bit PNG. We have base color, which is also an 8-bit RGB PNG. We have an emissive texture in case a thing needs an emissive channel that goes to a 32-bit float EXR file. We have a height map, which goes to an 8-bit PNG. And we have a thing called a height displacement AO map, which goes to an 8-bit PNG. And click export. I'm going to vape. So we save settings there. We save. We load up Unreal Engine. Let's open up the folder where that is. Sort by date. So there's all the files that we just used and did there. So let's open up my project, close Steam VR, minimize this. And there you go. Listen, Epic Store, you're fine. Yeah, you like that? That's pretty, isn't it? Anyway, let's go to map 2 RTX. Oh, we're already in map 2. I'm the smartest. Okay. Grass _1. Open that. Let's put grass in here. Use import uniform scale 1 and generate light map UVs. That seems to do what I want for the scale of everything. Let's zoom out as I think it's going to put it like right here. Put it at 0, 0, 0, enter. That was close. About right there. We're getting weird glitching because I have DLSS on in the editor. Let me fix that. Rendering DLSS TAA. There, now it's not glitching the wireframes. So we got that. And for each model that I import, I checked all those boxes except for recompute. Just initially, just make the light map resolution 64. Generate a mesh distance field. I'm not using them, but I mean, I have them. And yeah, I'm one of these people. Complex collision is simple. For now, it works and it lets me walk through the level, so it's fine. So now we bring the textures in. It takes a second. So textures are here. Let's select these ones. We're going to bulk edit and no lossy, highest, and BC7 compression. It makes them a little bit bigger, but oh man, does it look so much better. So we save that, and the normal map stays obviously a normal map. We just make that highest. Sure, save that too. Let's grab a from my shaders folder, base, new, we have a diffuse base. Let's call that grass 1. So now we have that. We're going to move that into the base of that folder. We're going to fix the redirector. We're going to open up that. We're going to do that. We're going to make that the default material for that. And I could save it again. And then I could actually delete that folder that was made so things are nice and clean. And we could open up this. We're going to override these. And base color. Well, actually, I'm going to do this on the other monitor so you could see it happening in real time. Yeah, there's no specular because the specular right now is black, but there's the sun. So let's look at it from this angle. And let me just do a thing here. Is it 16? Yeah, I just want to make sure the textures are filtered nice. Okay, so now I'm going to put the height. Oh, let's put on the specular first so we could see it nice and shiny. Didn't really change anything. Oh, because yeah. Now let's do the height displacement, image occlusion, and the normal. There we go. Everything's all good looking. That's the texture for that. And it's in game. Hope this was interesting. I have to do this for pretty much every and it's up to my discretion, every little contiguous bit of geometry in these levels. I have to go through the same process over and over and over and over and over for how many maps? Quite a bit of maps. If I was doing a wall section, like one of these, the best practice that I found was, after doing the clone thing and separating, like I showed at the beginning, is to go through and manually give this its own UV map. Each of the angles or distinct sections of wall, instead of making it all one giant UV. That does give a little bit more work because, this whole part right here could be all one. But when you have an angle, this is its own UV right here, and this is its own UV. Well, now in Substance Painter, I have to align these, the tiles and the textures, and that becomes a whole time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video of some behind the scenes stuff with development of this game. And I'll be putting out more, and I'll see you next time. See ya.